Hey everyone, in this video we're going to go over the insert statement in MySQL Workbench and how to generate that statement through Workbench. So to start, in the previous video we created an example database with a people table as one of the tables in that database. So we'll go ahead and just click the table icon here, which is going to run the select statement on the example table to pull all the records. But right now we don't have any. So what we'll do here is we'll just click each column and write a value for each record, or excuse me, for each column. So the value of the first column will be John, last name we'll say Doe, and then we'll say johndoe@email.com as the email. Now we don't have to specify the ID because that's actually an auto increment column, and those columns are automatically generated when a new record is inserted. So if we go ahead and click apply, it'll give us the syntax of that insert statement. So my recommendation obviously is always to know the syntax of the insert statement, but for the purpose of this video, we don't know the syntax of that. Or if we happen to forget the syntax of that, we can always use Workbench to help us regenerate this insert into statement, which we'll break down here in a second. So if we go ahead and click apply, we can now see that it's an ID of 1 because it's the first record in the table, and John Doe and johndoe@email.com are in that table. If we rerun the select, that record still exists there. So we could add as many different records as we want, and they'll all be able to be put into this table as records in the table, and we can do it all through Workbench, right? But the important thing for application building is actually knowing the syntax of these statements so you can use them in your application software. So if we go back and we break down this insert statement real quick, we can see insert into is how all insert statements start. And then we have database name as set up here, dot table name. We don't always need the database name. If you had example database already selected, we could actually run this insert statement with just people. So if you already are using a database, then you're fine to just leave it as the table name. If you're not, you have to specify it. And then we'll do a parentheses followed by the name of each column that we're going to insert. So we're inserting first name, last name, and email in this case. And then we write out the term values, and then the value for each column lines up in that order, right? So for the first column we have John, second column Doe, third column email, and that lines up exactly here. You always want to make sure you have the same amount of columns and values in the insert statement, or it's not going to run. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions on the insert statement, please put them in the comments below and like this video if it helped you. Thanks so much.